everyone. So today is going to be Weston's 2-year update, and I'm going to give you an update on sleeping, breastfeeding. If you follow me on Facebook, you already know most of this stuff, but I'm just going to give all my YouTube followers an update on Weston, and this will be the final update for Weston in terms of height, weight, all that kind of stuff. From now on, I'm just going to give you little snippets or, you know, just minor things. Okay, so I just got back from the doctor, and it went really well. I got my flu shot, as you can see, little thing. He got the mist. So I don't know if you guys know this, but when a child turns 2, they can start getting the mist. It's a little less traumatizing, even though he was pretty traumatized. And it's just easier. It's just like squirt in the nose, and they're good to go. So let's start with his weight. Now, Weston was 24 pounds in May, and since May he's gained 3 pounds, so now he is, actually he's almost gained, yeah, about 3 pounds. He's 27 pounds and 8 ounces. So since his 1-year appointment, he has pretty much went up. He stays within the 50 percentile range for his weight. If you guys know, he is based, you know, to be a slimmer child. But she doesn't say that that is anything to worry about at all. His height, you guys, his height, he is 3 feet tall. Holy shit. I don't know if anybody knows this, but when you turn 2, statistics say that you will be double your height at your tallest height. I know there's a lot of people that might disagree. I don't even know what I was when I was 2. I was probably 3 feet though. So she says that he won't be any shorter than 6'2". I pretty much knew that. I figured he was going to be taller than me. My husband is a little bit shorter than me, probably about like 1/4 of an inch. You probably wouldn't even notice if we're standing next to each other. But yeah, he's 3 feet tall. He's a giant. And for his head circumference, he's 50 inches around, so that's been going up. So yay to all of that stuff. I let her know about how much he's been talking and, you know, running, and he's almost at the point where he's going to jump. I mean, he jumps off of things, but jumping in one spot, he's been doing really well. So I'm super excited about all that. So he's doing really well with that. She told me to just keep doing what I'm doing, and that's about it. So I get to see her back in a year. So in terms of him developmentally, I mean, of course, like I said, like he's been doing all the things that children are supposed to be doing at 2. We talked about him like talking and stuff, and she said that even at a year and even at 18 months, she noticed that he was more advanced. So I don't really know what that means when people say more advanced. I mean, he's not speaking. He can't like really say like, I mean, he can say mama, dada, dog, cat, cheese. I mean, I guess he can say a lot of words. But anyways, I guess he's saying a lot of words. I mean, I don't consider a word unless you can say it, but she goes, if he says something that sounds like what the word is and he's referring to it, like if he says dog and he looks at the dog but it sounds like da, it's dog, you know what I mean? So he's doing really well with that. Okay, so he's talking, he's doing a lot of things, he's communicating amazingly. He says things like or he doesn't want something instead of no, which he used to say no for a long time, and now he says and I'm like, who do you get this from? Do I say Like, I guess I do, because that's kind of how they learn their language, right? It's from you. So, and he's just really funny. He does have his tantrums. I mean, sometimes I'm like, I really am entering terrible 2s, aren't I? Because he's a brat sometimes. I'm going to actually start, I think maybe it's because it's my first, but I do give him a lot of things that he wants, you know, in reason. And now I'm like, you know what? You're kind of a brat. You kind of expect things from me. But, you know, I gotta weasel that out a little bit. Yeah, he's doing really well. So he just had his birthday on Sunday, and he got some really great stuff. I did not go crazy. I bought him some stuff that was used, like toys that were used, like this big Lego truck I got him. And then he just got this table. I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see this little table, and it comes with a chair, and this folds up, and it's a dry erase board, and it's a magnet board, so there's a whole bunch of letters and numbers. So I'm really excited about this gift. My mother-in-law and father-in-law got it for him, and he just loves it. I wanted an easel or some sort of thing, and this is like, it's plastic. It's so sturdy. It, you know, well, I don't know if it's so sturdy, but it's durable, and you know, it compacts into a really small box, and I'm so happy that we have this for him. My really close friend got him this amazing teepee from Target. I forget the brand. I'll insert a photo at the end, but I forget the brand, but I have a couple things from this brand, and it has a little light inside that shows like the moons and the stars, and it lights up, and he loves it. So birthday was good. He also got some clothes and stuff from family, and then a really cool thing that my neighbor got him was a book that for 3 years you can ask him the same question and record it into this book, and I swear to God, it has like 400 pages. It's crazy. So I think we're probably going to start that when he's about 3 or 4, because there's lots of questions that I think a 4-year-old would have an easier chance of answering, or a 3-year-old, but not so much a 2-year-old. So we're going to wait to use that, but I'm super excited that we have that for just memories. Especially when he's older, he can look back on it. Okay, so Weston is, yay, 100% weaned. Okay, he is weaned from me. He doesn't need me to put him to bed. He can pretty much go to bed on his own. I mean, we usually have one of us in there reading a book or doing whatever, but pretty much he is completely and utterly okay with me not being there. My husband has put him to sleep twice already, and we're going to try this entire week to have my husband put him to sleep unless he's working overtime. So it's been amazing. I mean, I could do a whole video on how we started and what we did, but I'll just give you a rundown. About 3 weeks ago, 3.5 weeks ago, I just decided I'm done. Like, I'm done nursing. I can't do it anymore. It's becoming a big issue at nighttime. He's getting up like 6 times a night. It's ridiculous. I don't need him to get up that much. He doesn't need to get up that much. We need to stop this. So just one night I was like, we're done. We actually started on the 16th of October. It was our anniversary. I said, you're done? No more. And it was just like a milk went bye-byes, and we would act like it was like gone in the sky. You know, we'd go outside, say bye to milk, and for about 2 nights or 3 nights, there was, you know, he'd wake up a couple times, but for the most part, he would go back to sleep. So now, it's amazing. I get 7 o'clock bedtime, between 7 and 7:30, and he sleeps. He wakes up once, but he sleeps pretty much until 6:30. Because of the stupid time change, he's waking up at 5:30, and there was a couple days where he just woke up at 5:30 on his own. But we can usually get him back to sleep. He still does get into our bed, sometimes halfway through the night. Sometimes I'm able to, if I'm, you know, awake enough, I can put him in his bed. But he is like totally different. He's a completely different child now, and I am so thrilled that I made it to 2 years. I am so thrilled that I did it when I did it, because I'm telling you, the biggest thing that I had was weaning him when he wasn't ready, and he was so ready to do it when I did it. So any of you guys that are like thinking of when to do it, honest to God, there is no right time. It is when you are ready, when you think your baby's ready, and that's all that matters. Who cares what anybody else says? You know, I had a few people being like, oh my God, I can't believe you're still doing it at 2 years. Like, that's crazy. Or almost 2 years. Or, you know, you're doing it after a year? Like, oh God, I would be so done with that. I would want to be out and doing my own thing. And yes, I totally had those times. But all in all, it was great. And I'm so thrilled that it went so well. My sister, I remember saying to me, like, you're going to have regression. And I remember being like, what regression? Like, he doesn't know what milk is anymore. And I did the do you want milk test a couple times, like, you know, pull my boob out and being like, do you want to have milk? And he doesn't even know what to do anymore. It's great. I sound like I've freed from the chains, but honestly, it's one of those things that it is so great if you were able to do it. And then there comes a time when you're just like, I'm ready, but I'm not quite there, but I'm almost there. And the sleep was the big thing for us. So everything is good, everything is a-okay, and we are really happy in this household. So with that said, I'm doing really well. Me and my husband are definitely starting this month actively trying to have baby number 2. I don't really know if I'm going to do, like 2-week waits and all that kind of stuff. Of course, I'll do little videos if I don't get pregnant to let you know. But we're not going to start temping or doing any things that I did when I got pregnant with Weston until March. So, and the reason why is because we conceived Weston February 2nd. And if I don't get pregnant from now till January, I am going to skip February. And I know people who are like, who cares? I don't want to have my husband's birthday, his sister, my sister-in-law, their son, Weston, did I say my husband? His dad. Like, all these people have birthdays at the end of October and the beginning of November. It's pretty much the beginning of November. And I'm just like, oh my God, there's too many people. So I'll skip February and try in March if it doesn't happen. But I'm doing really well. I mean, I can't really complain. We're still doing cloth diapering. I've had to kind of get rid of some of the ones that aren't really working anymore, or I would say they're just dying because of some of the care that I didn't give to them in the beginning. It kind of backfired on me later on. But we're pretty much solely using Bum Genius, Charlie Banana, and I have a few fuzzy ones, and they're the one size ones, and I hate them, but I'm just using them right now because they work. I just don't like them because they're so bulky. But yeah, we're doing really great. So thank you for watching. Thank you for following us, our journey for 2 years plus the 9 months that I was pregnant. I cannot wait to start this all over again with the next baby, because I figure if I'm gonna do it for when I got it for the second, and I want them to watch these when they're older and see that their mom was updating even them on what they did at this time. You guys, my next update, and I'm pretty sure it'll be a pregnancy update if I get pregnant. Bye.